Alright, what's going on, guys? So, I don't know how old you guys are, but depending on your age, you may have grown up with some of the same stuff that I have, right? So, especially during my growing up phase, I spent a lot of time on Minecraft servers such as Mineplex and Hypixel, and I would spend an ungodly amount of time on these games. Like, it almost became a problem for me at a certain point. I remember one Saturday, I spent my entire day on Mineplex trying to get one singular win on a survival game, but as pathetic as it was, I still have a lot of nostalgia for those days. I miss it, okay? But during this time period, there was an issue that was arising in the Minecraft community. This was an issue that I didn't have to deal with all that much because I only played on like 2 servers, but an issue began where these servers would literally start pimping out their players for money. They would introduce these ranks on the servers that essentially would make the servers pay to win. And while I think that pay to win games aren't inherently evil, right? Like, I think if a guy wants to spend $2,000 on Clash of Clans gems, like, it's a pretty retarded decision, but I'm not going to stop him at the end of the day. But the issue was that these servers were literally only being played by children, right? Or like 95% children. And by children, I really mean anybody under the age of 15 who would be impressionable to these sorts of scams. And you guys have to understand that these pay-to-win servers, I can't name any of them off the top of my head because I never played them, but these pay-to-win servers, some of them were making millions of dollars a month, literally just for selling in-game crap in their server, and most of it was just pay-to-win stuff. And this whole thing got so big to the point where Mojang had to step in and, you know, directly get involved by shutting down a lot of these servers. It became a pretty big deal. And I believe this happened around 2015 or 2016. Let me see. Okay, yeah, August 22nd, 2015. So we are almost at the 7-year anniversary of that happening. That's wild. And I think that's quite funny that we're approaching the 7-year anniversary of this decision because as I am speaking about this, recently Minecraft has encountered something quite similar, and this all involves NFTs. Now, listen, like, with NFTs, I don't care if you want to spend your money on an NFT. I don't think any of you who are watching this are rich enough to buy an NFT. I mean, if you were, you know, a multi-millionaire, I assume that you would have better things to do than to watch the Cheeto channel, but that's beside the point. Some people think that NFTs are inherently, like, evil or immoral to trade and sell. I don't agree with that. I think they're, like, fine. Like, I don't really care if you want to buy or sell them. I feel like I have a somewhat generic take when it comes to NFTs. I'm not saying anything groundbreaking when I say that, you know, paying $10 million for a JPEG might show some signs of you not being smart, but, you know, I feel like most people agree on that take, so it's not needing to be said. But at this point in time, NFTs, even in general, have sort of become, like, already somewhat irrelevant as the market for NFTs has pretty much crashed recently. So if for some reason you wanted to get an NFT and perhaps, you know, make a quick buck, sorry bro, but you kind of missed your opportunity. You're not going to be able to make much money at this point. I mean, you probably could, like, hypothetically, but it's not going to be as much as it could have been. But yeah, why am I talking about NFTs? Well, Minecraft or Mojang or Microsoft, I don't know who owns the company at this point, but they pretty much released a statement saying that, yeah, you know, we're not going to get our hands into this market. We're not going to get involved with NFTs. Let me just read this actually. Hello everyone. Recently we've received some feedback from members of the community asking for clarification and transparency regarding Mojang Studios and Minecraft's position on NFTs, non-fungible tokens, and blockchain. While we are in the process of updating our Minecraft usage guidelines to offer more precise guidance on the new technologies, we wanted to take the opportunity to share that the integrations of NFTs with Minecraft are generally not something that we will support or allow. Let's have a closer look. You know, and then they expand upon that. So I think all they're saying with this statement is that Mojang themselves will not be at all involving themselves with NFT or the NFT marketplace, which is definitely a good thing. Although they do somewhat have a bit of a scam going on with the console versions of Minecraft where they try to sell you skin bundles. You know, I think that's a pretty shitty, you know, thing to do. Because on PC, you know, they're completely free. You just gotta search up cool Minecraft skin, download the small image file, and then upload it, and boom, it's applied. But for some reason, on the Xbox version of Minecraft, which is a worse version than on PC, you have to pay $5 for the Simpsons skin pack. Okay, guys. guys, come on. But at least when you pay for skin packs, you are actually getting some sort of usable content, right? Whereas when you buy an NFT, you aren't really getting anything. You're just sort of getting a receipt that says that you paid for something that you can look at. So yeah, I definitely think if Minecraft were to engage in any sort of NFT selling, it would 100% result in predatory behavior from the company. Whether intentional or not, you are going to end up with some kids spending way too much money on NFTs, right? Like, the moment you introduce it, somebody who you don't want to buy it is going to buy it. And I have my own personal anecdote when it comes to this stuff, because when I was 8 years old, I had spent $100 on food for a game called Dragonvale. No, not real food, in-game food to feed my dragons in that game, right? I had no idea I was spending real money. I thought that it was like all, you know, in-game currency. It wasn't clear. And even if it was made clear, I was too young and retarded to know that $100 was too much to spend on a game, or that it could have been spent on real food. And I think that's a very comparable example to Minecraft, because Minecraft has a very young player base on average, so anything that involves transactions, you have to be very careful. And this brings me to my next point, which is that I think it is great that Minecraft isn't going to involve themselves in any sort of NFT stuff in their game. They have to make sure that in their user agreement or terms of service or their EULA or whatever the rulebook is, that servers and server owners cannot do this either. The last thing that I would want is a server owner to be peddling a $5,000 picture of a Minecraft dirt block on some sort of OpenSea type NFT marketplace, and then the server owner saying something in all chat like, first person to buy my NFT gets a stack of diamonds in the game, which then could obviously lead to a young kid ending up purchasing a $5,000 NFT. I'm trying to keep my expectations reasonable when it comes to this, because I understand that Minecraft doesn't have the ability to just snap their fingers and delete scamming as a concept entirely. There's always going to be shitty people trying to scam you and scam children online. Like, that's always going to be the case. And that's something that I understand, right? But I think that, you know, Minecraft does need to do their best to enforce these sorts of rules, because these rules, I think, are far more important than any other rules that they have in the game. Because this sort of stuff affects people in the real world, right? Scamming when you lose actual money, like, that's gonna hurt far more than getting banned from Minecraft because you were hacking. Or getting an email from Mojang saying that you have to change your account name because it's inappropriate or something. And it's the sort of thing where if Minecraft is not clear enough on these rules, it's gonna fall back on them. If some scumbag server owner sees a part of the Minecraft terms of service regarding NFTs that is not made clear, and is then able to complete a scam while remaining completely within Minecraft's terms of service, that is absolutely Minecraft and Mojang's fault for their terms of service not being completely iron. But I'm gonna stay optimistic about this. I'm just hoping Minecraft does a good job on this. I'm just worried because, listen, I had these issues growing up myself, you know, on the digital age. I was lured into a lot of scams. Some of them I fell for, some of them I didn't. And I'm just hoping that things go smoothly and these, you know, next generation of gamers are gonna have a better time with scams and an easier time avoiding them than I did. Anyways, click one of the videos on screen now to be transported to a brand new video of mine. Comment down coffee if you made it to the end of the video, and I'll try to heart your comments. Big thanks to all my channel members. As always, you guys rock. Follow my social medias and join the Discord server. Links are all down below, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.